bringing me out the dark.
Sales. I would argue that most people cannot do sales. Most people don't want to do sales. Most people are afraid of sales. Most people hate rejection. You remember Back to the Future where he's like, I just hate rejection, you know? Or I can't handle that kind of rejection. Doctors do something no one else can do. Most people probably shouldn't just treat themselves. Attorneys, maybe they do things we can do. Maybe they just charge us a lot and act like they're doing something we can't do. Surgeons, I have a doctor right now I work with. He's a surgeon, all right? He's a surgeon, but just because he's a great surgeon and board certified, will customers flock to him? No. He hired me and said, hey, could you help my phone ring? I make his phone ring for him. You know, I taught his sales team and all. Okay? Other stuff, professional athletes. You know, Ray Lewis is out there. Let's say he's taking a bunch of antler spray. I'd be taking every drug possible. I would just be stripped. Yeah, I am definitely doping. Okay. Lead large groups of people. Most people struggle, like maybe some people are great at sales, but they struggle to teach other people how to sell. Next thing is deliver a product and service with a quality on a scale that no one else can match. Maybe you can do something else can match. And are you willing to do work that no one else will do? Okay? Next thing, next way to make wealth is do work that no one else will do. No one else will do. So no one else can do, they just can't do it. You know, I could not do what Ray Lewis does. I couldn't do what Kaepernick does. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do what Billy Sims did. I couldn't do that. But maybe there's work that people won't do. Maybe they can do it, but they won't. I will tell you, growing up poor, having got kicked out of college, I just made my money doing work that no one else wanted to do. So I'm like, sales. Okay, no one wants to do that. Great, sign me up. Because I knew I could make a lot of money because no one else wants to do it. Typically what happens is I worked at Faith Highway with Joey's brother, and Shane would say, you know, our job, we sold evangelism commercials to churches. And he would say, okay, we have a list here. We need to call these people. There's 40-year-old men, 50-year-old men, 30-year-old men, women. No one wants to make a call. I'm like, let's call them. And he's like, what? So he sits me down and says, do you have no fear? And I'm like, well, I have poverty as my alternative. I mean, I have no discernible skills. I worked at Target previously to this. I kind of scammed my way into an internship, and I wasn't even attending college. And, you know, I don't really have any backup plan. So I probably need to you know what I'm saying? So no one else will do. And just some examples. And the third is do work in a place that no one else can do it. You know, go move to Iraq. I've got a buddy of mine, and he just says, you know what? I can make 4 times as much if I just go hang out with the sandcastle people all day. So he goes to Iraq. He's been there for like 5 years. He makes about 4 or 5 times what he would make here. But on Fox News, they had this guy who's being interviewed. He's one of the heads of this oil and gas firm. And they said, the unemployment rate is 8.whatever%. What are your thoughts? You know, they're asking him this question. I don't remember how they got to it. But he says, you guys can look it up. It's pretty funny. He says, well, I think the unemployment would be effectively 0 if people would just do work they don't want to do. You know, he's like, no one wants to be in South Dakota. I don't either, but I make millions of dollars to do it. That's why I'm here. And it's just like, so I want you to ask yourself, of those 3 things today, what are the things you're willing to do? Are you willing to do the thing that no one else, I just want you to write down one of those. Are you willing to do the work that no one else will do? That no one else can do, or in a place no one else will do it? Because really that's the only 3 ways to do it.
Bringing me out the dark.